For the first time in her life, Catherine Ceballos and her family live in poverty. Just 6 months ago, they had a comfortable two-story home in Venezuela, where she's from. But as the economic crisis there deepened, she decided to give it all up for this. A home adapted from the ruins of an abandoned neighborhood in the northern Colombian town of Manatí. Her roof is an old and punctured metal sheet. She sleeps on the floor with her husband so their children can have the comfort of a dirty old foam mattress. They have no running water. Still, she wouldn't go back to Venezuela. At least in Colombia, her children eat.
We had everything, a comfortable bed, we slept well. But there is no food. When the children got sick, we struggled to find medicine. There is no jobs. We also tried to sell fruit in Venezuela, but what we earned wasn't enough for us to eat. Here, even if we sell a few mangoes, it's worth something.
Catherine is one of the more than 1,500 Venezuelans who have settled in this part of town known as Villa Matí. It was once used for social housing, but the neighborhood was evacuated in 2010 when it was flooded by heavy rains. 6 months ago, it started to come back to life, this time with poor Venezuelan immigrants looking for low-skilled jobs and the basic necessities they lack back home.
Venezuelans are by far the poorest inhabitants of this Colombian town. To receive help from the government for food, health, and education, they must go back to Venezuela and re-enter the country legally. But these families don't have enough money to make that trip. They just live on barely $2 a day.
Regional authorities are convinced this is a humanitarian crisis and are asking the central government for additional resources.
We've
done everything possible here. We've received the immigrant children in our schools, in our childhood programs where they are fed. But that has increased the quota in our towns, and the organizations that run these programs don't have the means to keep providing for their food. It's based on a budget allocated by the government for each municipality, and Colombians must come first.
Many of these immigrants are descendants of Colombians who moved to Venezuela decades ago. But as illegal immigrants, there's no way to prove their Colombian nationality. Meanwhile, the emotional pain of being separated from their loved ones haunts many.
I don't even talk to my parents back home. Sometimes I want to ask someone to bring them here, because I don't have the means to bring them with me. My husband is from around here, yet he still doesn't have the capacity to bring them.
Many people here dream of the moment when they can head back to Venezuela, but most face the reality of that not happening in their lifetimes. Instead, they focus on building a better life, even if it's one in poverty. Mariana Palau, TRT World, Manatí, in northern Colombia.